Do that there and that there. Hello out there in the YouTube world. Where am I at? Where's my Illustrator? There it is. All right, so right now I'm working on an overlay for the StreamYard. Got sent an offer by StreamYard for $10 a month to add some additional stuff, and I thought it was worth it. And hopefully it don't take too long to reach 1K. And I think that's all I'll need to adjust some things on YouTube's end and then work my way up towards the views. So right now I'm in Illustrator working on that overlay. What happened? Oops. Cancel. What just happened? There it goes. What is up, Tim? Hey, that's a pretty good show you had. I'm glad I thought I subscribed to it, or it might have been another channel you had, but it popped up anyways on my end and sub to it. I am so far behind in sports, but it was pretty cool listening to y'all. And Authentic has a pretty unique voice, like perfect for radio and entertainment. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. Go in here. Let's go ahead and try this. What's the blue at? Fill blue. That's an ugly blue. Where's my pencil? Where's my pencil at? Here it is. What is going on? Illustrator has had so many updates, like I'm a little rusty right now. I gotta go through all these. Ignore these tutorials. I don't need no tutorials. Should I put my logo there? Comments. How do I get back? Nope. Oh, I got a ticker. That's it. That's a bit much. Too much going on right now. Talking points, display, action. What is this? Use banner to summarize your talking points. Oh. Brand. It's like a horrible place for that logo. The top right. I'll use it in the overlay. What says video clip do? No. That's pretty cool though. Maybe that's something like what Tommy does. What else? drag and drop one of my own videos. Sample this out. Desktop. How do I do that? Drag and drop. Let's drag and drop. No. Let me see here. Oh, I gotta go through the site. Don't freeze on me now, computer. No. I'm frozen. Oh. MD. Don't mind me, I'm just frozen on my end. Trying to figure out more of the StreamYard since I've upgraded it. Rocky Mountain resells. No, well, not frozen. I don't think the like video, but like on my end, the freaking applications and documents are kind of like stuck. Let me cancel out of that. But thank you for letting me know that, though. I appreciate that. So I'm starting to do more of drafts at night, just doing this, especially for people who are listening. I like doing the same thing, listen in on people while I'm listening, and I figured get off my feet and do the same thing on nights. Hopefully, I could do this more often. But with the upgrade on StreamYard, I do want to figure some of this stuff out and customize it. Yeah, I got sent. I guess it's like one of them Cyber Monday end of the year type deals that people try to push out. So I thought this $10 upgrade, which I didn't have anything at first besides the basic version that they had, but the $10 one. What did I do with it? I think I saved what exactly you get out of it. Took a screenshot. All right, it's finally up. Let me close this. Oh, I wonder if I could throw it on. Can I do it on here to show y'all? Not banner. Maybe banner. Brand. Maybe. I wonder if it'll actually work. Let me see. Guess I'll figure it out on your desktop. It'd be cool if you could just like throw on, like drag and drop an image on your screen for these live chats through YouTube or StreamYard. All right, let's see what this does. Stand by. Nothing? Nothing. I didn't do anything. I wonder what it would do for the video. Hold on, let me scroll down. Maybe. No. Overlay. Let's try to overlay. And testing now. I guess that'll work for the meantime. So this is what, let me get the comment off. So this is what $10 got me from StreamYard. It's a monthly thing, and rather than paying annually, it would have saved me $24. But I figured I'll just use the monthly because hopefully I don't have to take much longer to get 1,000 subs, and maybe that'll start getting me more customizing on my end of what you all see on your side. You have unlocked following unlimited streaming, 10 on-screen participants, and to be honest, I kind of get overwhelmed just hearing a handful of people at once. It's like everybody's battling for like their voice. It's pretty harsh sometimes. Then the overlay is one that I really like just to customize it. Background, haven't done that yet. And then custom RTMP destination, not sure what all that is, but I'll learn along the way. And then not bad for recording time, 6 hour streams, multi stream, 3 destinations. I guess to where you could send it to, like Facebook and stuff. Let me go back and take that off. So to me, I think the so important was the overlay. I didn't get the pro. The pro would take off on my side. It's where the mic's at, and you see the StreamYard print. The pro, I know with one of them, they wouldn't be advertising their own logo, and I thought that was what I was getting as well. But I didn't read it completely. I kind of jumped the gun. But for $10, I figured why not. Under the video square, so hey, Babbles, welcome for coming in. Yeah, I figured just hopefully by like February I could reach 1K. But back to here. Let's go and see what all I got. So kind of saying, I know for me what I've noticed is the ticker is one of them. And then I'm just gonna leave this stuff on there to see what else can go on. The logo you could add is kind of a plus symbol. You could add StreamYards. Oh, if I click on it, it's saying upgrade to the Pro to remove StreamYard's logo, so that's automatically stuck there. Then the theme right now is classic to where the banner of MD Picker's at. There's another version, and then the bubble version. I think I like the bubble version. Looks cleaner, but that looks better for those like me who have bad vision at times, to where it's just bigger, easier to read. But they're all pretty good. And then the overlay is one I'm working on right now, and I did use to share that photo of this again. And then you could add multiple ones, I'm guessing, on there, and then a video clip, which is what I wanted to test out. I started on creating a video last night for what sold. My best what solds in the 3 months I've been reselling. Ooh, is it not letting me do it? Let me see what the requirements are. Background, add video clip, but it doesn't. Upload short video clips, perfect for intros, outros, recommend size 1280 by 70p, max file size 200 megabytes, max size link 10 minutes. But the videos I got are shorter than that. Let me try it again. See if there's something else in my computer that I could maybe use for a sample. The only thing that shows up that I got is something from TikTok, I think, that I was using for a video. That's uploading for the meantime. Can barely even notice the StreamYard logo anyways. Yeah, it's I kind of like that you can't notice it, but it's just one of those things for me. Like, I know it's there and I kind of want it gone, but at the same time, I like the platform and what it's been able to allow me do to share videos. Not having the required 1K and 400 or what is it, 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, the mobile version. I do too, but I think the bigger one would probably be best for everybody's just to see better. But let's leave it on there for now. Let's go back to this overlay, or let's see if this is ready for this clip. Stand by once again for another testing. The only thing is, like, it really has to be 1280 by 720p. But I guess you make do with what you have. And that's pretty much it. Can I delete this? Yeah. I could name it and delete it, which is pretty cool. Take off that other one. Show display name. I think the comments have to be taken off for that to be viewed. Back to brand, display name. Yeah. I guess the comments covered anyways, which isn't bad. Let's try it. Yeah. Gets removed. I guess that's all right. Any of y'all illustrators or use overlays on your end? Not sure what platform you use to go live. Don't want nothing too crazy, but something kind of strong and subtle at the same time. I'm just going to put an easy little border around. Or maybe let's try this for now. No, I don't like that it's too pointy. Where am I at? Where's the... Let's try this. File export, save as web legacy. Save. YouTube overlay 1. I think I really need a new computer since it's slow. I've only had it for like 2 years. We're doing good. Thanks, Glenn. Hey, Glenn. Mr. J. Welcome in, everybody. It's doing some testing and running through an upgrade here on StreamYard. All right, let me see if this works. Back to banner or brand. Let's try this. Wait, where is it at? Thought that deleted. YouTube overlay 1. All right. And that's my, let me take off that Where's that? Banner, hide. Okay. Now my name's covered. Let me adjust that. Where's it at? About the end of my name. Swear I'll make it super fancy later on when I have more time, but I really want to test this out really quickly, like, and then get a drafts from some garage sales and thrifting I've done. YouTube overlay 2. Brand. And didn't that. Oh, still a little too long. Oh, I hear gunshots. I live super close to the desert that people go out there and just shoot. And then soon enough, I'm going to get ring alerts. Anybody hear that? Anybody know what's going on in those gunfires? What's going on? People are crazy on the ring. I crack up all day and then at the same time get annoyed. Let me see if this is in YouTube overlay. Oh, finally. It's speeding up a lot more. I guess that's my little easy out on testing this. I got to work on those videos, some clips. I think the video clips to share with everybody would be nice for like the things I come across in live chats and say, hey, this is who I found and discovered and share with everybody. I like sharing other people's info, especially when it's useful to me. Back in chat. You know, my wife is always lurking. Like she's one of the biggest people like to support other YouTubers, but only by watching. Never any comments. And every time she's watching a video, I just automatically go and hit the thumbs up button. But that's not her thing though. So I've learned from her not to like judge people, but it is what it is. What it do? How's the apparel going? I've been wanting to get some stuff made. I want to get my logo that. Oh, let me take out that other one. But I pretty much use that as my logo for branding. Is it this one? Yeah, that one's it. A little bit too much of my face on there. But I want to get it on some like hats and t-shirts. Ring is almost as bad as people on the Nextdoor app. And that's one I hear good things about, but I hear like it's pretty similar, so I don't want two of the same thing pretty much. Maybe it's called the neighborhood. No, I think you're right. Krillin. Oil away. Krillin. Krillin says I'm not Mexican, I'm Chicano. Fisher Flips. I really like your TikToks. You're becoming more and more active. I like them that your videos are really clean. I feel like I overthink things a lot of times and like want to give so much information, and it's kind of hard to do that. I just overwhelm myself, and sometimes I like delete a lot of things because I'm just too much for myself. I kept the app for a while because I enjoyed reading the chaos people wrote. Before I finished the rest, that quickly reminded me years ago. That's why I had enjoyed Facebook because as much drama as there was and things going on with people, I felt really good about myself that I was nowhere near what craziness other people are going through, especially to themselves. Facebook is like an open diary for people. And but the constant notifications made me just delete it. Yeah. Krillin be chillin'. Nice. I have, do I have two hat presses? I have two hat presses, but I don't even use them. Where's it at? That's all you could do is try. You can't, like, as long as you're doing something to show for yourself, and it seems like me and you are identical with a lot of people that come in like here on my platform or on other people's, like it's just there to help, and little goes a long way. A lot of people just don't have the patience to learn and listen. Sometimes things aren't so easy to put out to where you have to take the time to be like, okay, I get what they're saying and I know why they told me all of this and that. Oh, what was I gonna do? How did I do that last time? I had Krillin pop on last time. Invite or share? Is it share? Sure. No, not share. Uh, how do I just? Maybe I have to keep putting it in there. Only disclaimer about this link being shared: if you come on or decide to come on, just don't be weird. Okay. And if you talk, it'll help me get some stuff drafted, which is what I need to start on. But before I get started on these drafts, thank you really all so much for popping in because it helps me in so many different ways. First, not be lonely here. Yesterday I jumped on and I was like 10 minutes or even 15 minutes in, like not even crickets were here. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for coming in. Now, let me get on. Let me close out of this. Oh, I better save this on Illustrator file. Save as. YouTube overlay. You know, being on yesterday. Let me stick to that for a second. Being on yesterday and not having anybody pop up, like it wasn't something I feel like somebody else could have done. I think a lot of people I see on my side jump on and then they quickly leave. But by the time I see it, it's like, damn it, I missed them. But then I look at what they have put out because it uploads like StreamYard automatically to YouTube. And for me to do it yesterday and not have anybody pop on, and this isn't like a pity party, it's just like I'm still gonna do me doing my work. And eventually somebody will probably jump on and help me like just keep me company, keep me going. But even when things don't work your way, I guess what I'm getting to is like there's always somebody there that you could use to be motivated. For example, Fisher Flips is one. He messaged me saying how he liked like my TikTok videos, and then it's like he could have got information from somebody else, but things like that go a long way to be like, there's people out there whether you see them or not when you want to, but they're there when you need them, and that's why I tell everybody like thank you and I appreciate you because I really do. It's not always easy. Man, I struggle so much with things like it's redonkulous. All right, let me close out of this. Do I need anything? Should I save that? Let me save that one too. gonna save. All right, now I could close Illustrator. And what is this over here? That other window. Yes, indeed, Jennifer. One day at a time. It definitely is. Like I used to have like growing up, this is a crazy thing. When I grew up in Texas, I was like very popular more towards the end of high school and even when I got into the military starting off. But then when I got out, it was like whew, lights turned on, roaches scattered, hitting the walls, and like I rarely hear from people. And it was kind of sad when I did hear from people. It was kind of like from cousins or relatives asking for some of that chinchilla to where I even gave my last dollar and it was like, hey, now here I am with like asking for help. And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But reselling is lonely, but not so much when you have like people on the internet to just follow along and hear from and share good stories and even the bad ones and try to make it take the good from it. But it's easier said than done. Yeah. I always too worried about other people's opinions sometimes. At the end of the day, who cares? I think the problem is like people's opinions. You want to hear the good opinions, but you don't want to hear the negative side, especially when it's like about you. And sometimes it's also like makes you think about like, is it me? Am I doing what these people are saying? And did I do something wrong? And it's good to look at and self-reflect, but at the same time, and I've been hearing this a lot more, but I've been hearing it mainly like 2 years ago when I was working on I got Bobby coming in. Well, everybody, the infamous long-haired studliest of studs, Krillin.
Come on, man. That's the intro I can't keep up with. I can't. I
Thank you,
can't. I
Krillin, for
can't.
coming in.
Yeah. So what I want to tell you was that you know what you
Yes,
should
sir.
see. You don't have a schedule right for live streams. You just pop on. You know.
Yeah.
You don't even. You know what I'm saying? What are you
No,
laughing at? What?
I'm just always smiling because you are right. I'm
You,
just always smiling.
no. No. I thought you were smiling because you're wearing that Texas T-shirt because you're breaking my balls about Texas. Anyway.
No, I just ran out of clothes. Actually, I need to go throw in the laundry
Oh,
room.
you just happen to have a Texas T-shirt. Oh, anyway. So. So anyway, that's hilarious. So anyway, so the point is, a lot of times the way YouTube works, like I'll see a live stream that just
Yeah,
ended. I'll look at my thing. I'll be clicking update, whatever it is, and then it will say, "Oh, I didn't know this guy was like somebody who did like an auction."
yeah,
And I was like, "Oh, I would have checked out their chat, whatever it is." And they were live streaming for like an hour or two. And I'm like,
yeah,
why didn't I get updates of this? And it's like, it's weird because it's like sometimes people are live. Now, do you use the Instagrams or no?
yeah. I use Instagram and TikTok, mostly TikTok now.
Yes. TikTok, I think, is just for more for kids, though, right?
Well, my wife calls me a grown kid, so
Okay. No, only because people that's what I don't know. It just looks like it's just like girls and stuff on there, whatever it is,
so
trying to get
with
attention.
with you saying this for kids is not the first time and probably nor the last time I'll hear that, but I feel like using TikTok, even though it's been hard to transition people over from TikTok to YouTube, that it's
Yeah.
still a free platform to advertise. You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, but I'm saying, but I
So
think
that's
the
how I see it.
Instagram is better since it's older.
Mhm.
Maybe, like
More
the like
established.
if yeah, like if you go live, like my point is like if you just do a post or do like a story on Instagram, like I think it's pretty quick to run to like do those you have Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because look, I'm not the guy to learn how to do tech from, but I'm just saying, me personally, I'm just telling you, I could tell you what people who are not tech people run into.
What's that?
So like So no, you know what I'm saying. So a lot of times people like you could be live, they don't even know you're live.
Mhm.
So if you're like, oh, I'm going live, da, 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 I'm gonna do a working hangout, blah blah blah. You know, because like you said, oh, I was on the other day, no one's here. I don't know, maybe I was around. You could have. I'm just saying, not. I'm not trying to, blow my horn and
No,
I
I know
say
what
like,
you're
oh, you
saying.
wanted me on your chat. I'm
Yeah,
just saying that a lot of times people don't have a way of knowing. It's not like it sends out. People really don't get, and also you should schedule it. But then again, like you're saying, you do it impromptu anyway, so it's hard to
yeah,
schedule it. Like, oh, I'm gonna go live tonight at 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna put a reminder at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock,
yeah.
right?
One of the busiest days on YouTube, I know it's Monday. Monday is just like you could barely squeeze in, and I think it's good at the same time just to throw up a video. But I don't know. I feel like I know there's no rules for it, but I still feel
Yeah.
like I won't do that on a Monday because everybody else who has their actual schedules established on there, I don't want to step on toes.
Well, I don't think you worry about stepping on toes. I mean, I don't think I don't think
It's
that's
just
gonna be
me.
a problem.
Like I said earlier, I think I just think too much into things, and not just
Yeah, and,
do it.
and I do that too. I'm not, I'm definitely not going to be a hater on that because I definitely over. Do you know how for the last 3 years I've been thinking about working on more platforms than one. Like, oh, maybe I'm going to cross post over to Etsy and Poshmark, but then it's like every time I talk to one person, they're like, oh yeah, I'm going on other sites, I'm doing good, and then I talk to the next person, they're like, I closed all my other sites and just hit eBay real hard, and I did good, and then it's you know,
You
you
gotta
know what I mean? When
balance
you're
it.
trying to get help
Come
from
on.
people, but basically it boils down to one thing. If you have good merch and you work hard, same thing YouTube too. If you have good content and you work hard, it will be successful. If
Yeah.
you have good merch, people are gonna buy it. And if you get a lot of listings done, who is it? Oh, Mother's Mustard. I haven't seen Mother's Mustard.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Uh,
It's good seeing everybody back again.
but that's the thing is like, so that's so if you don't see, um, what was I gonna say? So if you don't see, yeah, like I said, a lot of people they don't even see you live. And what the Instagrams? Oh, it's not Instagrams. I don't know what the hell. What? No, but I've spoken to what's his name on the Instagrams before to Greg.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell Greg. I haven't talked to him in a little while. I was gonna tell him that I sent him a link to an auction site that's in Colorado. There's like it's an estate sale auction site. You should check it out yourself. There might be some sellers. If you want to look it up real quick while I'm on the thing, I'm only gonna be here for a few minutes because I got to take pictures with the phone. I'm just gonna wrap up a couple of packages. I didn't really sell much today, so I got to just wrap up a couple of things, and then I got to take pictures. But I was gonna just jump on for a few minutes just to say hello because I know you look for people to say hello. And
Yeah, I enjoy it.
all right, let's see what else.
What's the site
So
called?
yeah, check out the site. Do you know how to? Can you do a screen thing, like a screen? Like how do you call it? Like a screen
That's
share?
what I was figuring out earlier, but what's the site? And I'll try
Yeah,
to see if I can share.
you might as well try that out now. I don't know. No, I know. You know. I know what can be done because I see people do it, but I don't know how to do it. I never used any of these sites before, really.
Mm-hmm. What's
The
the
only
site
time
called?
I've ever gone live was the Instagrams.
The Instagram.
And
That's
you
a
know what
nice
it is
shirt.
too. Look, right. This is cool, right? This is like a team Jamaica
It's a nice colorway.
4XL. Yeah, really is. And I paid full price at Salvation Army for this, and I put it on sale. I'm like, oh shit. Then when it sold, I'm like, sometimes you run a sale and you're like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have put everything on sale. Or maybe I put the sale too deep, you know.
Yeah. Too big of a
I'm
sell.
like, maybe I should have just ran 20%, not 30%. It's like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
But it was still, I mean, I paid $5.99. It sold for like $23.50. You know how the sales is like, 57 cents. Because it was like 30% off, whatever. So it's not like I didn't lose money, but I was kind of hoping because it was pretty cool looking. I thought I was gonna get closer to like 30, $40. It's all right.
Is that
So let
Fabric
me know when
back
you're
there?
ready. I'm sorry.
Is that fabric behind you?
Fabric? What fabric?
Oh, behind you on that
What,
wall, piled up, or is that closed?
what do you mean? What are you trying to be cute now?
No, that behind you, that whole mountain back there. Is that
You're trying to be
fabric?
funny.
I'm being serious.
You're trying to break my balls now.
No, because I look for fabric. I've been wanting to do some like custom stuff.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do
those are
put
jackets.
fabrics to the side.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a huge look. You see this here? It's on top of this thing here. So
Yeah.
people think it's not a pure death pile. It's
Yeah.
not because look, here, you see how it's only maybe a couple of feet from this, maybe like 3 feet from the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's not a pure death pile. You know, people think it's that high. I mean, it is really big, but then that's only one death pile. Then I have another death pile that's over here. It's up to the top of the door. You know, that's I have
Anybody
one
in
is Mount
here have a
Everest.
death file like that?
What happened?
I wonder if anybody else has a similar pile like yours in here.
Yeah, they're full of shit. They just don't admit it. Everybody has death piles. They're like, oh wow, I can't believe your death pile is so high. It's like you guys have death piles too.
I do. Yeah, I do. I'm working on it too.
All right, so yeah, so let me know. Let me know when you're ready to look up that site.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, it's called auctionninja.com.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, when I was showing what's his name, Rocky Mountain, the listings were just the company because like a third party site, you know, and the listings were just out of reach for him, meaning the sales, you know,
Mhm.
because a lot of these estate sale companies have gone to auction. So let me know when you're ready. Can you pull? Did you pull it up?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So did you try to share it or no?
Not yet. I want to look at it
Oh,
first.
okay.
Well, I shared the link inside the chat, but I'm gonna see if
Yeah, so it's kind of like navigate you around.
uh, mm, I think I have to like actually have a recording to share it on because I don't have the pro version here on StreamYard. I just got like a basic upgrade.
Okay. This is pretty cool, right?
It is. I've already bookmarked it. I just now
Yeah.
started
So
getting into high bid. Oh, that's a cool like old wash denim.
yeah, but
It's
yeah,
like
with the
marbled.
yeah. So put in your put. So go in. I'm curious though now. Go in
Yeah.
there and just put in your zip code. Just put your zip and see if there's any companies that are nearby you. Yeah, this was like an acid wash or like a bleach wash or
Yeah. It's
dye
like a marble.
custom job. I'm gonna try to. Hopefully, this is gonna fit the padded flat rate.
Hmm.
Probably not though. With these rivet buttons, might not be a good idea.
It's no nothing in Vegas.
Oh, really? Shit. Because there's like, I mean, most of the companies are out by me. That's how
Yeah.
I found it. The company started in Connecticut, but what they did was they started spreading out west. Like they have, like I said, they have a company out in Colorado, and then some other ones further out west. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, because there's like 100. Because what happened was basically, you know, you've been to estate sales, obviously, right?
Yeah,
So,
more recently.
but like what happens is, you know, since COVID, a lot of companies, you know, you can't have people in the house and all these other regulations or whatever it is. So what they would, they used to only be like when I like that website, there used to be like 5 companies on there. Now there's like 100. So make the story short. What was I gonna say? Hold on. So make what? You live.
Nothing.
So I can't see the chat, so they're making fun of me. No,
No,
but what
they
happened was, a lot of companies went to sites like this Auction Ninja, so you could do an estate sale where people just bid online, and then they come pick it up.
Mhm. Yeah, that sounds like a high bid for me. Like that's how I've been going to those.
Yeah. Oh, high bid is. But now is they're pickup only, or they do both shipping and
Um,
pickup.
they do both, but not exactly for every item. Some places are like pickup only, some are ship
Yeah.
only.
That's like this. But I think I checked out that high bid. I think just in my personal experience, I think that I just looked at it, and I guess A, wasn't really that great for my area, and 2, um, it wasn't as. This is a little bit, the interface is a little bit more user friendly. It's easier to see the pictures.
Mhm.
It's like easier to work on, which I liked. That makes a difference to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hybrid has
So
like I like it, but it has like it's kind of like an old school looking platform, it's not like a
yeah,
modern, easy to look at. And
user
I always find
user
myself going
friendly.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I said. Like this one is a little bit more user friendly, newer platform, a little bit easier to, like you said, easier to operate, easier on the eyes. Easy on it. She's easy on the eyes. So, but a lot of times you'll. I mean, but it's like anything. It's like one of those kind of sites. Sometimes prices shoot up to the sky. Sometimes that you get lucky, but you kind of just have to know what you're doing, just like anything else.
Yeah.
But just like the estate sale too, you go there. Like tomorrow, there's an estate sale in my neighborhood. Well, actually, like 2 towns away, and excuse me, and but I know the lady running the show,
Mhm.
so it's a lot easier when you're going and you know the lady, rather than you going and it's like, these people they try to like, she's gonna hook me up. I already know going there. Or she'll put, if I see stuff in the pictures, she'll put it under the table for me. You know,
Yeah. That's nice to have connections like that.
yeah, yeah. But I tell people this on the chat. But then Tommy's always like, "Oh, don't talk about reselling on my channel." Then I'm like, he's like, people don't want to hear about reselling. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why do you think people, you know?
Well, Tommy and Tracy has made like their own style and they stick to it, which I think is good. That's kind of what you're in simplest form, you telling me earlier, like create a, I guess, schedule time so that way more people could be alerted,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
oh,
but yeah, they have a scheduled time, but I mean, there's not, but they would have more people if they had actual like more guests and topics. If there was more content, like
well, it's like the means
even
to
when I
their
talk,
madness though. They're pulling in, well, not pulling in people, but they're
they don't have
attracting
that many.
people from international though.
I
It
know,
makes
but
a big
just, I
difference.
mean, not that I'm not putting them down, obviously, but I'm just saying they don't have they follow.
I know what you're
They only
saying.
have like 2,000 subscribers. I mean, there's other people that come
Way
on
more
that have
than
like
me.
50. No, but you know what I'm saying. There's people
Yeah.
that have like 50,000 subscribers, 20,000. I mean, I just said we should do a little bit of content.
Yeah.
I mean, not like make it a serious like a school class, like a classroom, but just like once in a while talk a little bit, my inventory status, my size, my mountain. So make the story short, I actually did bid on one lot that I got to pick up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Actually, I bid on like that's what. Fuck.
What kind of
That's one
items
thing
was
that
it?
does.
And how much did you pay?
I bought some neckties, crappy, but this is one of the mistakes you make sometimes. Is that, let's say there's 10 lots you like. This one was only a few lots. You
Mhm.
bid on 3, and then you're like, I'll bid on 1 because you don't want to go for one lot because you got to go pick. You know what I mean?
You
You
wanna
don't
make it worth
you
it.
don't want to. just like, I mean, of course, the further away it is, the less likely you want to, you want to travel. But this was only like 2 towns away, and I wanted to have a conversation with this lady anyway because I haven't really talked to her since like the summertime. Because that's what I was. See, what I was trying to say is, a lot of times in this space, people don't want to build up relationships, and people want, oh, how do you get all this merchandise? Well, you got to have relationships with people. If you don't have relationships, you're not gonna just. I mean, yeah, of course, you go to the thrift store, you get lucky, you can get stuff like that. But in order to get like
The good stuff.
the good stuff, because remember, items go in general.
Yeah.
Items are usually at the estate sale first. That's usually the way it works. They're at the estate sale. Somebody dies or whatever the fuck. The item is at the estate sale. The stuff they don't sell, then they send that to Goodwill or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
more
a lot of
it's
the
more
estate
likely.
sales I go to, they say their loved ones died, and that's why, because their kids or grandkids don't want anything to do with it because they're not interested in it. And I'm like, this is valuable. But Krillin, this is for you. The question: that
I
site for
can't read it.
the
It's kind of
auction
small.
ninjas, is
Yeah,
that
what
where you
about it?
sell stuff?
Could you repeat that? Oh, Auction Ninja, what do you want to know about it?
I think this is
It's
it.
kind of small. It's hard for me to see. I'm on a tiny phone, so I'm not on a big. I'm not on my phone is
I
only
got
like
you.
this big.
Let's see if this works.
It's not. It's not a. Just read
Does
it
that
out to
help?
me.
Oh wait, is this a place you said people should list things on? Krillin? Question mark.
Well, what I was saying is, I was trying to tell. It's actually a good site to list stuff and to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Meaning, like for example, there's a lot of people in the space that buy, say, lockers, right?
Yeah.
And you and a lot of times, let's say you have bulky items. A lot of times, it's not good for the bulky items to list on eBay. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's difficult. It's more flea market type items. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So for some people, it's better to just use that site. Like if you buy a storage locker, or if you have like a ton, let's say you have a ton of shit you want to get rid of, like an estate sale company, like how they do it. It's best to list it on there. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people already, a lot of estate sale people looking just right to that site. You know,
Yeah.
Instead of like, trying because a lot of times people want to lug shit to the flea market and stuff like that. It's just a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, and
You
then
know?
you have to take it down or chance of leaving it there.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, you know what? I just think that's a great site. It's user friendly. A lot. It's a growing site. And the fees are like 2%. You know what I mean? So for you
These are
to listen
2%.
stuff,
That's freaking good.
it's like 2%. It's like ridiculously low. So like even that, there's one guy I know who has a big time consignment. He lists a lot of stuff on there too. He's like certain things do like he literally he has a site that I send stuff to him to list because he has such a name. He's got so many followers on Instagram and all this other stuff that a lot of times I'll get like special ties and accessories,
Mm-hmm.
And I'll send it to him and then he'll list it on eBay and he'll get more money than me, because he has the name. So, and
Some
then,
nice hair,
so it's
Krillin.
better for you. What?
Some nice hair.
I like that one.
Yeah. Need
Those,
that porn elevator music playing in the background.
those locks.
So with your ties that you were talking about earlier from the auction, is that what you're intending on doing, is taking it to your dude, or
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up throwing
try it
those
first?
out. I'm probably gonna end up chucking those. I looked at them again and I'm like, I paid $6 for the lot, but I really wanted the shearling coat, but
What brands are the
it just
ties?
shit. A lot. It's bit,
Shit.
but no. But what happens is it says pile of vintage ties. You know what I mean? So maybe and it says pile of 30 ties. So maybe you might get lucky with a few of them, and it was only $6 for the whole lot, So you might get lucky. So, but then again, my point is, I kind of just wanted to meet this woman again, this woman Debbie, just to have
Yeah.
a conversation with her. And also like that's why I said like she had one auction that she ran for somebody. Make the story short, the guy didn't tell her. Like they had boxes in the house, like they were listing an auction for a homeowner, right? Relatively wealthy people. Guy was a lawyer, pretty, well, to us, very, well off. Um, I live in a very expensive area with a gate that opens up like this, or whatever. So,
Ansley, is
what was
that
I gonna
the
say?
auction that you're talking about, the Auction Ninja? Because if you go to the Find Estate Sales and Auctions, click on that, it's going to end up opening up a map. And right below, it's going to have like sort by city, state, zip code, and miles. Yeah, I don't know why that's not easier, but I just seen that myself.
That might not be a good. That might not be a bad idea for some. If you look, are you looking to do some more pre-recorded content or not really?
Yeah, but like,
I think my point is, I think like exploring sites like that, people would be interested in.
yeah,
Like, hey, how you doing? I'm checking out this new site somebody recommended me.
yeah.
Let's try to look to see if there's any boom, boom, boom. And then like as you're learning, it's like you're doing your own learning, like figuring it out. Like, oh, let's see if there's any California. Let's see if let's see what these auctions are selling for. Blah blah blah. This way, you're getting content, but you're kind of learning it too at the same time. You always want to kill two birds with one stone.
So,
If you're
Krillin,
looking to do more
you
pre-recorded,
you always have amazing. What's up, Yakov?
Well,
Saying what's
Yakov
up
is
to
here.
you. Yeah. So, Krillin, with your big,
Yakov.
amazing mindset, why aren't you doing this stuff?
What do you mean by that?
Like, why aren't you like hosting yourself? Because
Okay.
you have a fan base.
Yeah, I understand, but the problem is, um, down here where I am. Like right now, I have the regular service, like the
Mhm.
4G service from cell phone company. I'm not the Wi-Fi down here is Medza Medza. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like it works, but it's not. Downstairs. I don't know where the router is. They have it
Mm.
up, and I'm not. And to go into it, like you have to remember, like you already have your stuff set up. Like me, I live with my parents. You know what I mean?
I
So
live with
it's
my
like,
mother-in-law. It's worse.
but she knows better than to, okay, but she knows better than to come in and bother you when you're doing
If
work.
she had good knees, she would probably be up here, like peeking in the door and being like, "Oh, you're in here? Like it's my office. Of course, I'm in here."
Okay, but I'm saying like my parents,
Yeah.
like we have we share like a printer. Like they have computers and all their like paperwork and everything, and then on one wall I have my paperwork in my computer and my like, and we just have one printer in the middle that we both use.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? So because they do real estate part time. So like they work in the office. So I like for me to like be doing work and then they're
Mm.
like, oh, I gotta come in and I gotta print up work, whatever it is. It's like so now I gotta move that desk and I'm and then to move that desktop somewhere else, not in that office, you know. And then it's like my dad, he like that office is right next to the living room and he fucking blasts the TV. He blasts the heat. He takes medication for his
Mm.
heart. So he's always like freezing cold. So when I go home to the house, I'm literally in a shorts and a t-shirt in the middle of the winter, and he has an alpaca blanket on, and it's like because he takes some kind of medication that makes him always cold,
It
blood
seems to be
pressure,
like
some
a trend for old people. They get cold easily.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, the circulation is not that good, so they get cold. And then, like I said, down here, you've seen down here. I showed you around, right down here.
I've seen some of it, yeah. But you could show
Yeah. So
everybody another tour, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'll show you real quick. So basically, a 3-hour tour.
What's up, Joe?
So basically.
Uh-oh.
So
Oh, here we go.
basically, like these are my notes. I have more tubs, more hats. Is Jakob still here? More
I
hats.
think he left a moment ago.
Because I always tell him to look out for those hats, but I don't know. He doesn't listen to what I'm saying. But anyway, whatever. Still,
Ooh. What are the hats on top?
where?
Your left.
This way?
Up top, that black one, and then the one next to it looked like a fedora. That's nice.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I'm trying to figure out what color would you say this is? It's
I
tan,
would,
but it's like
I would say cream,
yeah.
but again, I'm colorblind. What
I
brand
know,
is
me
that?
too. It's kind
Is that
of weird because it's like not. It's kind of
is
like
that
a
a Resisto?
tannish. No, no. This is a fedora. This is like a European name. Hukel. It's like a
That's felt. It looks felt. Yeah.
yeah. Most of these are. This one here is the good one to look out for. Can you read that?
Barcelona.
Yeah,
Barcelona from Italy.
yeah. This is the good one here. This is
Yeah.
the one to look out for.
Did
Yeah,
you
of
list
course.
it yet?
Obviously, no. But this
Quite a
particular one,
few.
no, this pile is not listed yet. I have other ones listed, but like even another one. This one I have to clean off. I have to what? This one here is really dirty. Um, this is another Borsellino.
Nice.
It's
Where'd you find those at,
very
or was that from auctions?
yeah. Because you know what happens is I told him, is he still in the chat? Can you see or no?
Is Yukov still here?
Yeah, because
I
I
think he
told
left
him
earlier.
because obviously Yakov, he's Jewish, right? Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought those hats. Like there's like Jewish people that wear those hats, like a special kind of Jewish people,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times they're at the thrift stores, and they're cheap. A lot of times they're like $10, and the shirt and the hats sell even beat up 50 to like 150. You know what I mean? Depending on
Jeez, you got
condition,
quite a
about
bit of stuff, my dude.
what?
You got quite a bit of stuff. Ooh, what Funko Pops you got?
Yeah. What was I saying? So what was I saying? So anyway, I told him, I says, look, you should look for the Jewish items
Yeah.
because a lot of people are not chasing them because they don't know what it is because he can read the language and everything.
Yeah.
And then he's looking for like golf clubs. I'm like, man, you don't know shit about golf. Why are you buying shit that's like buy stuff that you kind of like know?
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, well, I wouldn't buy like women's kind of stuff. Like I don't know So, but anyway, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, trying to make So, yeah, barbed wire.
90s,
And the thing is,
right? Was it 90s
what?
or early 2000s?
Yeah, Pam Anderson when
Yeah.
she used to. How? Oh yeah, well you're my age, so I was gonna say you're not younger. Oh look at this. Here we go.
Wow.
This
Oh,
is
wow.
nice. The Road War. I gotta look this one up. The Road Warriors, Sergeant Slaughter, Rick
I met
Martel.
the Honky Tonk Man back in 1999, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then I forget the names of the Samoan wrestlers from that time period. And then also Doink the Clown
Yeah, this Samoan
and
SWAT
Dink.
team,
Yeah.
Afa and somebody else.
I can't remember the name, but yeah, I met him out of my first, I think it was basic training actually.
Oh, that's awesome. So you like this, right? Look at all those DVDs.
More Funkos.
Look at that.
Nice. Man, Krillin, how
So
much would
this
you say you have like worth of
no, this
inventory?
is no. This isn't mine. I told you.
Who's it?
No, I told you this is the setup. So what happens is, what does it say here? I gotta watch out not to step on anything. Look, he's got games on the floor, PS2, GI Joe baseball cards.
Jeez.
So what happened is, he's got games. He's got what was it? So anyway, let me finish. So here, Killer Khan. All right. So anyway, look, he's got look at his comic books, Dollar Comics. So here, this is called an antique. Well, you go to antique booths, right? Did you ever have an
Yeah.
antique booth? Oh, you did. Okay. So this here is one large. So you see like this metal gate here.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. This is a separate antique booth, right? And this guy Matt, who he runs this antique booth. You see, like here, Harley Davidson cards. But he's got shit on the floor. He's like me too. So then now he sells. So what happens is, so obviously for people who don't know how antique booth works, or I can assume everybody in the chat knows how antique booth works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that safe to say?
I would say so.
Okay. So he pays 20% of his sales to the lady upstairs. And then this is my room. Okay. So he see what this motherfucker does? He leaves stuff right in the way. And always like like I'm gonna trip. I mean, I shouldn't say he's a mother. He's just like a pothead, lives by the beach.
Do you sell
So
straight from your section?
No, never. So what happens is he hates. It's funny because we're complete opposite. He loves this antique booth style and hates eBay. But I like eBay, because it's easy. You don't have to always be here. Because a lot of times he's here anyway. You know what I mean? And because people, he has to because this is a constant reorganization. Because you see this shit all over the place. It's a constant like and you know what it is too. Just like anything else, when you have an antique booth like this, see here, Life magazines. You see, like what happens is you constantly have to get fresh merch because you have like a following and people coming in to see you.
Yeah.
And what happens is if you don't constantly refresh the merch, so he's out there getting more merch, to satisfy his old customers. So now he has this room full of shit. He's got stuff in the house. He's got his van full of shit. You know how the game is. I mean, I don't have to tell you.
Yeah.
So now this room here, you see this room here, like a Mr. Coffee and a Soda Stream and all that. You see this bread machine? This is the thrift store, the regular thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
So these lights, I don't know how dark. It's gonna be a little bit dark. Oh, and then I didn't show you the back room. Oh wait. Well, first of all, so now you see these other things like these VCRs and stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is the lady, her boyfriend, he fixes this stuff. Oh, look, comic books up the yin yang. Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
No, it's got good stuff in here. Wow. I gotta ask him about these. So
I was just gonna ask you that too, if you buy anything from him or if he offers.
yeah, look here. Look, watch this. Now the light doesn't go on in there. No, these lights are busted. You can't see. I don't have a flashlight. Damn it! I can't see. You can't. You just see black, right?
Yeah. Everything else is. I wouldn't even call it silhouette.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see nothing. Oh, this light just came on.
Man, that's a lot.
So you can't. So in there, this is like a testing station in there for those the stereos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the lady's death pile. This is for the thrift store. Jeez. You see these death piles?
No, that's a death pile.
Yeah. This light here, coffee machines. But like I said, her boyfriend, the boyfriend, he fixes up these stereo, like he's into this stuff. Like you see, like these like Technics, stereo, VCR, Apex, whatever the fuck that is.
Vintage, yeah.
He fixes that stuff up in the back room, tests it. Like you see how he puts here. Can you read that?
Has analog.
Has two analog built-in DVD, but not working. So he tests all this stuff out with analog. Here you see here, Xbox 360, 3 controllers. You see how it is. Plus, so he writes a baseball card. So now you probably can't see up here. Oh, you can see a little bit up there, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not too
Yeah, I
hot.
don't have the. Yeah. Yeah, so let me just run outside real quick. All right. See, I was just gonna come on for 2 minutes, and I gotta get, I gotta get my shit done. So yeah, I just gotta be careful because of this shit on the floor over here. So you can't see anything. But tell me if you could see anything.
Just those lights at the end, if they are
The
lights or
lights at the
reflections.
the lights
The
at the end of
window?
the tunnel. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna look out. So you've never seen this before, right?
No, haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the
So you
tour
see.
though. Really cool.
All right. Good. So now you see here. It's chilly down. So you see the store from the back. Sonny?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So here, that's just my car. I parked back here. So, all right, let me just show you from the front here.
Hi, Lisa. Was the Mickey Mouse TV? Oh, what is that? Was that the Mickey Mouse TV or just the red TV? Love finding the Disney TV.
I don't know. I got to go back down and look. So then here, now you see the front of the store. See, look at
Wow.
that. They put the open sign on. This guy,
Lights
this
off.
guy, because he
Bring your
smokes
own
too much
glowstick.
pot. So you see the window here. Because they have 3 employees here. The one guy who he runs the antique booth, but he also works here as he's running the antique booth. But he smokes pot and lives by the beach. And the other guy is an old man who's like 75 years old. And the other lady, the owner, she drinks those little bottles of wine behind the counter.
Nice.
So the atmosphere here is a very, what do the cool kids say? It's very chill.
Yeah.
It's not like there's no high tense atmosphere. It's very, very chill. So, she's, hits the sauce. The old man,
It's the sauce. I like that.
the old man is retired, so he just doesn't. He just does whatever the fuck. He works for her for like less than minimum wage. Just to get out. He's retired. This is like just to get out of the house. A couple extra dollars to do whatever the fuck, go on vacations and stuff. And then the other guy, Matt, who's my boy. I mean, I don't want. I feel like I feel bad when I talk shit about people, when they're not here. But he smokes too much pot. So he's always roasted.
Yeah.
Like you have a conversation with him, and then like he starts looking off into the sky.
It's floaty.
So here. So this is. See, this is. I don't know. It's too dark. That's the counter. All right, did I lock that back door? I got to go back downstairs. I always get scared because sometimes I come upstairs and the door is unlocked, and I'm like, oh shit, because you can get trapped down there. Somebody can come down there and freaking murder you. What?
Do you ever run out of there? Like you just reminded me of like when I was a kid, thinking I've heard sounds inside the house and freaking run out the door.
And that's the creepy part too. Is next door is a children's dance studio. So you always hear like, and I'm technically where my room is. I'm under the dance studio. So sometimes I go there at certain hours of the day, and it sucks because it's like the kids are pounding on the ground like do 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 do. And I'm like, oh fuck, my death pile, shit's falling off the death pile. Shit is shaking. All right, that's locked. Okay. So I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. So, but otherwise, but see, that's another thing too, is it's a chill atmosphere, which that's why a lot of times people are like, oh, why don't you come in during? I can't come in here during the day. You know why? Because people are like, everybody wants to sit and have a conversation and bullshit for like an hour. I mean, then again, that's what we're doing here, but I'm not getting. I'm not getting
on your own terms.
But no, but you know what I mean. Matt will just want to tell me a story about his kid plays basketball. He made the varsity team in high school.
Something
Which is
you're
nice.
interested in?
No. No, I'm definitely interested. But it's like, no, definitely, no. Because especially I like, I'm not like a sports guy per se, but I'm interested, and I like to see
Yeah.
his kid doing well. I mean, you know, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you got to get work done, you know, I don't know. So make the story short. Um. So anyway, so here's this shit downstairs. Here. Yeah. I showed you this already. Okay. So you're obviously now those Funko Pops are your Funko Pops, or those are the ones you have listed?
No,
Yeah.
these are mine. I don't
Okay.
I don't
So
have
you
too
like
much of Funko Pops listed. I think I maybe have like 3 that I ended up getting at Savers inside like the little goodie bags that were really cheap. They're not really pricey, but the other items were worth getting, and those were just additional.
so then like here like so you know who all these guys are? Like Boondock Saints.
Ooh, that's cool. Great movie. Movies.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I never saw it. But this is cool here.
What? Any of y'all watch
What?
Boondock Saints?
I've heard of it. I've heard it was good, but I then never saw it. Now the other day, this other guy, what's his name, is telling me about. Oh, you got to look for sealed VHS. But I don't know. He's like somebody sold a sealed VHS for like $300-400 or some kind of stupid number like that, right?
I've seen a few like
No.
that, but I've also seen people complain about that people have resealed them themselves using a heat gun and whatever that plastic is called.
Yeah, but I don't know if people online are ribbing me. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's the thing. A lot of people like in the chat, they're like, you know, they're just ribbing. You know what I mean? They're not. They're not like they just tell bullshit. They're not
Yeah.
like and it's hard to tell when they're serious. Like, oh, I got 500. I know someone got 300 for that. And it's like, did you really? You know.
Yeah, Mike here just said sold one last week for 350 sealed. And Mike does a lot of reselling too.
Oh, Mike is on. Okay, Mike is an honest person. He's
Yeah.
serious too. Okay, so but Mike doesn't go live anymore, so it's hard to communicate with him because no, because he used to do lives and this stuff, and I used to be able to talk to him. But now I don't really see him do lives anymore or anything. I don't, and like once in a while, if I'm live with Tommy, I don't see the chat, so it's hard for me to communicate with Mike.
Yeah, Mike
Like,
actually called me as soon as I got back on YouTube saying I went full time. Like literally called me and told me if I needed any help to give him a call.
yeah,
So
yeah, he's a
that's
good guy.
really
I don't know
nice.
why he doesn't want to do it anymore. I mean, that's his. I mean, I guess it's a lot of. I mean, I don't blame him because it's a lot of work to. And then the more time you spend on YouTube is the less time that you have to do the eBay. But
Mike says
but
he
what is
sucks
it? Is
at
it?
YouTube.
No, he was very good. But because he's originally from my area.
Yeah.
So, but if he could just say like if he came down here, right? Would he look up any of this stuff here? Like it says a sealed VHS.
I would
Hitchcock,
say so.
probably. What?
I would say so.
Like gargoyles? Yeah.
Well, I grew up on gargoyles.
Girl groups? No, it sounds like something else, but it's not. But like here, like barbed wire VHS. Like what? Like they say, oh, sealed VHS. But what's sealed VHS? Like to me, I always knew like some of people always say like the horror VHS are worth money.
Yeah.
Because
I've seen quite a
it
bit of
never.
people selling horror VHS for really good money.
Yeah,
And
but
not
not.
like the I would say more branded like on TV. Like some of them are like the B-rated ones that still sell really good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously the stuff that wasn't, not obviously not a Nightmare on Elm Street or something, or Friday the 13th. That's high production. I mean, high. you know. But like, I wouldn't even know what to look up, and that's the thing is I can't sit here all day. I mean, look, you see, he's got DVDs up the ass. Look at all these DVDs he's got here.
Yeah, and you could only list for so long. Like you get burnt out to where you got to take breaks
Yeah.
and then either get back to it. And that's what I've been doing during the day is taking photos and then in the evening starting to do this, like going live to draft some stuff or talk or mixture of everything else.
All right, I gotta pack up one more thing, and then.
Are you packing an
But you
order?
got. Yeah, I was packing orders just as we're talking, but I gotta
Mhm.
pack up one more item, and then I'm gonna take a couple of pictures, and then I'm gonna skedaddle.
Escuderos.
Was gonna do more work, but I took a nap. I was tired when I got up, so I took a nap at like 6 o'clock, from like 6 to 8. And then I came here a couple hours after that, and then before you know it, then it's like, oh shit, you get something to eat, and then you look at the thing, and you're like, where did the freaking afternoon? Well, okay, I sold horror. Yeah, no, those definitely. I've definitely heard about those VHS being sold for good money, but like when people said, but he said like a VHS for 350. Which VHS? How do you know which sealed Goodfellas $75? Could that be?
Let me look it
No.
up. Let me see what pops up on the comps.
Type in barbed wire VHS with Pamela Anderson. See how much that is for shits and giggles. And also that wrestling one is probably who was that wrestling one? I know sometimes those wrestling ones are worth money too, especially if they're from the 80s.
Someone has one listed for $125.
What, the barbed wire?
Yeah, but I'm gonna look at the sold comps
Yeah,
right
I'll be
now.
right there. I'll be right back.
Blockbuster. I think there's only one Blockbuster left. That used to be my go-to place for popcorn. Blockbuster. The War. Yeah, that's what I've been seeing on TikTok. A lot of people having exactly that. He's New York as fuck, yeah. There can only be
All
one
right.
Krillin.
So, did you look it up?
Yeah. So somebody has that. Well, not that exact cover unless it's one without the case. But the one like yours, somebody sold 4 of the Blockbuster VHSs for $12.88. So it
Sealed?
wasn't all. But the thing is, this is one thing Kat said before, and I'm sure many other people's. Just because something has that value sold doesn't mean it's actually worth that much. It could be worth a
No,
lot more. Yeah.
no, but I'm saying, but what the other ones were sealed? You mean?
The other one it says new. Let me go back and get out of this old comps. Because sometimes these comps on eBay don't show up like you would like it to. And they could change like in 5 minutes where all these other things pop up. Movie unrated.
I mean, no, I know Mike doesn't joke around, so I trust him if he says that a DVD or something sells, for a certain amount. I know he's not going to play
Yeah,
around.
and this guy that has theirs listed as new, it doesn't look sealed. It just looks like it's in new condition. Oh,
Oh,
actually,
like,
no,
like,
it is. It's sealed, but the wrapping is kind of shredding off. But either way, it's new. If
and
still
that
legit.
sold for how much?
No,
For $12.
no, that's just the listing. Regular
What do
list.
you mean? It's listed for just tell me what it is. It's what it is and how much it is. It's sold or unsold.
Unsold.
Okay.
125.
Okay. Oh, 100. So it's 125 current listing, sealed, but the sealing part is fucked up, and it's 125. Is that what you
And
said? Because you're
shipping
kind of
costs
fading in.
$3.19.
Okay. And now look
See,
up one
something
more.
like
I'm
that,
curious about that.
I wouldn't have that cheap of shipping. I would have a priority, or add insurance with the
Now
first class.
Now do me one more favor. Go on to that. So I want to look up that wrestling one. Type in All Star Wrestling Road Warriors. Because here's what I'm going to tell you one more thing before I run out. I don't buy from him. What I do is I'll consign with him. You know what I mean?
Pre-owned sold for $10, but somebody had what was it, 14 sealed rare those Wrestling Road Warrior VHSs sold for 300, but that was for 14 of them.
So there's a big. So basically, what you're saying is, and I'm sure if Mike is still in the chat, right? So basically, the sealed makes a huge difference. You know what I mean? The sealed is making it worth all this money
because it's new. Yeah, it's their precious.
Because I'll tell Matt, you know, look, I'll throw it up there. Because that's the thing is this, like I just sold, you know, the LJN wrestling figures? No. Okay. They're these wrestling figures from the 80s. They're like rubber. Okay. They're not like, you know, like G.I. Joe is a plastic, like it's like.
I'm looking at them right now. They're pretty cool.
What? The LJN?
Yeah.
So if you type in, like, say, go to the sold listings, type in Harley Race LJN.
There was 3 of them that sold for as a lot for $345, and that was in an auction.
Mine just sold the other day, the Harley Race one. See what sold for $58?
Yeah, you're the second one listed then?
Recently, it was in the last week or so.
It was an auction?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Well, there's only, I mean, if it sold for $58, it can't be that many. It sold for $50.
Is your store called Robbie Vibe 64?
Yeah. So make the story short. Why am I echoing now? Did you hit something?
No.
Okay. Anyway, he gave me that. Well, basically, he had those figures in a box, and I kind of went through some of them because some of those are worth a lot of money, some are worth medium, and some are worth shit. You know, if you can find the right ones, the right wrestlers, they're worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because like one Hulk Hogan they're mass produced, so they're really not worth shit. But certain guys like Harley Race, who really was not a popular wrestler in those days, he was popular before that. And he was a bad guy. Bad guys are not, you know, people are not really looking to buy bad guys as much as, you know, Hulk Hogan.
Damn, Krillin, you've been putting in work. You got 4,460 reviews.
What do you mean?
That's a sign of like working, you know? Like you put in some hours.
Yeah, but this is my job.
Let me see what else is behind the scenes on Krillin's eBay store.
So my whole point is, so Mike is still in the chat?
Oh, let me see. So, Greg. What is Mike, you still in here? I see your comment, but I'm not sure if I need to scroll down. Got 7
saying, should I?
Yeah, he's still in here.
My time? He says, I got 7 VHS sold. Wait, yard sale. Sold. It's tiny. Sold one for $350. I have sold. Wait, I can't even read it. I got 7 sealed
from a yard sale, sold for $350. Good fellas.
Okay, for the whole lot, for the 7. not for the one good Krillin. But it's still great money. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, $75 is shitty for. But my point is it worth it for me to go through his shit to try to sell, you know? Because this guy, I told you, Matt, he's not a retard. I mean, he's a pothead, but he's not a retard.
Yeah, I'm a retard. You probably should be a pothead.
But you know what? I don't, and that's the thing too, is that I'm not that kind of guy that, like, let's say if I did find something that was worth a lot of money, like a couple of $100, and he had like a few dollars on the tag, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'll give you, $3 for that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it was an item worth a couple of $100, I wouldn't try to, you know what I mean? That's not what type of person I am. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like my boy in the struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, by the way, I found out that wrestler. That's why I like auctions, because there's no games. It's like, look, I put it for auction. That's what they paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you try to list it for too much, then it's like, oh, you're not selling it because it's listed too high. Or if you put it too little, then it's like, oh, you should have put it for more money. Because people are always funny like that. Like, if you list it for 100 and then it sells like within 1 or 2 days, oh, you know what, you should have put it for 200. You know what I mean? But this way, when it's auction, the market's deciding the price. You know. Oh, excuse me. Well, is he saying that I should go through those VHS? Is that what what's it? Flipping Goodies is saying?
Oh, Mike, let me go back.
Politically correct. What is that? Man, how old is that chick? The hell is politically correct?
We'll get back to that in a little
Okay,
bit.
the others were garbage in the landfill now. So is he referring to the ones that he bought, or like that's the thing is I didn't ever.
Sure.
Yeah. But like you said, if somebody's listing that VHS for $125, maybe it is worth $50. Like, my point is this: if I'm gonna list something as a consignment with Matt, if it's not at least worth $40-$50 on an auction, I don't want to list it. You know what I mean?
Really?
Well, because like that Holy Race figure, I knew it was going to sell for at least $40-$50 because I saw comps.
Krillin, Mike's gonna pop in right now.
Everybody, good.
One and open only. Golf whisper clubs of sorts. Mike.
Hey.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing, pal?
I'm hanging in there. You know how it is. Okay.
You still down in Florida?
Yes, I'm still down in Florida. I have no intentions of ever leaving. Thank you.
Okay. You never know. Snowbirds.
So I was like you. I did not believe in this VHS stuff until I ran into those 7. Like I said, the one which was Romancing the Stone, I showed the listing. It was sealed. It had the CBS Fox on it. It was all original, so you knew that was original wrapping and all that. It sold overseas for $350. That's what I sold it for.
Did you tell Tommy? It sounds familiar. Who did you tell that story to?
I didn't tell. I was just telling Tommy that it sold because I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? I never believed in that myth of, $1,000 VHS tapes and stuff. But the guy actually and said, please,
because
I'm a collector. Pack it well so it does not get damaged. I see all the pictures. There was like little pinholes in the plastic. He saw those and said, I don't want them to tear open. So I put it in bubble wrap and shipped it on its way. Yeah,
like it was a baby, newborn baby. No, because that's the thing is somebody had told me that romantic. I don't know. It wasn't you. I haven't spoken to you in a long time.
Yeah, no, it was Romancing the Stone. I was talking on Tommy's show about it.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe somebody was in the chat and then repeated it to me. I don't know. But anyway, because I can't see the chat all the time. So
what's his name? Commonwealth was in there. He said, hold on to it. Don't sell it for so low.
For $350, it was low.
See, here's the problem. If you look at Romancing the Stone right now, sealed, there's listings for 1900, there's listings for 200, there's listings for 7, there's 9. They're all over the spectrum. I always play middle, or I tried to. Now, on this
that's
one,
me too.
I didn't believe in it. I didn't think it would. I just listed it. Sold in like 2 days. I couldn't believe it.
So you put it at $350, buy it now. Someone just bought it, buy it now.
$449 is what I listed out. He offered $350. I had 2 other offers at like 200 and 280. So
okay.
the demand
It's worth money when you get those offers. Like, I love it when you get those offers coming in, and it's like, you know what I like? What happened?
I sold it too low is the feeling you get, when it sells.
Yeah, but that's what. So this guy Matt, you've been listening. Obviously, you've been in the chat for a while. You've been listening, right? So this guy, you know who this. So I explained who this guy Matt is next door. Like, I'm the kind of guy I can't. Like, if I see something in there like a wrestling doll and I know it's worth at least $50 or something like that, right. I can't get, and he has it like in a bin. I can't give him $2 for it because he's one of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's one.
It's like everything else we do. When you go to
no, but I'm just saying, if this was a regular, if this was anything, any other place, but this guy, like, remember, this is my room here. He's in the other room here. I'm in his room. Look how much we trust each other. Like, I'm in here. I could fucking take anything from here. You know what I mean? But we trust each other. Like, I leave my door wide open. He can go in there. He could go through all my stuff. I would never know. I don't have cameras.
Right.
And, so it's like, so that's my point, is that we built up a trust. For me to try to get a DV, something like that, to try to get over a little, not get over, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be worth it for the trust that we have for each, because you know how it is.
No,
not just this.
Definitely go through them though.
Mike, I have questions for you. What was the name of that VHS?
Romancing.
Yeah, it was some.
That's Michael Douglas.
Oh, you know what? Somebody was playing the other song, the other one.
Can you type it in the chat?
Romancing the Stone. I typed in the chat earlier.
But now, all right. But another thing is this. So, like, what does he have on this VHS here? So, no, that's not sealed. Good thing. Well, not good, but I'm just saying. I just looked at the bottom. This is open, so it's not a new sealed VHS.
It's Michael Douglas and somebody else. I forget her name. She's
Kathleen Turner. Kathleen Turner.
Yeah, that's it.
It was just an 80s adventure movie.
So
something.
Krillin, as you know, okay, and Sonny knows. I spoke to Sonny. I post on every platform there is, except for, when I say every, I don't consider them in my strong suit. You know what I'm saying? Like Poshmark and Macari. Because I don't have time for the social networking side of it. But I decided, since it's Christmas time, I have so much inventory I want to push out. So I just started listing using. Anybody watch Flipping Junk, Wick?
I don't think so.
Okay. I watch him because he does a lot of like retail arbitrage from like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that, which I find very interesting. So anyway, I'm using the one he recommended to cross list, because I use Shopify to list everything to Walmart, Amazon, eBay, and Facebook and Instagram. But now I've just listed to Poshmark and Macari tonight, and I've sold 22 things already on those sites.
Unbelievable.
It's like, what happened? I have 11 on Poshmark, but they're all like Alfred Dunner and Alan Flusser's crap that I just want out of here. You know what I'm saying?
And it's sold. And it's sold on Poshmark.
Poshmark, yeah.
Wow. Because I remember you showed me like a year ago, like that Canali jacket.
Yeah.
And you were asking. Yeah, like, because it's an old style. It's like from 25 years ago, so it's not the new kind of style. All right, listen, I got to get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. So why don't you? So Sonny, why don't you make a little plan a little bit? This way, because we could kind of hook back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have, so what's today? Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Well, it's actually technically Friday.
For you? Is it Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, it's after midnight?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
he's in Vegas, so it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
There. Well,
Yeah.
3, right? Yeah, 3.
2 hours. Are you in Pacific or Mountains?
Specifics.
Pacific time? So,
Specific?
no.
Yeah, Pacific.
Yeah. No, but I didn't. I don't know where the cutoff is from Mountain time.
I think it's 3 hours.
Yeah, he's 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, so, 2 hours. So it's for you. It's 10:13. No, it's 9:13. Oh my god.
So
yeah, I keep thinking.
Are you saying we're gonna do a Sunny and Krillin show?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Do this, Krillin.
What?
Let's do it. It's a date.
No. Let's do what today? What are you talking about?
It's a date. Everybody
Look,
heard it first from Krillin.
No, but I'm saying, but if you're gonna go live, and look, I'm not trying to suck the wind out of the show, but because I know I talk a lot. But I'm just saying, if you want me to come on, or obviously you want Mike to come on too, because Mike knows a lot of information.
Oh, he does.
So
Mike can't come on. Mike can't come on.
Mike
what do you mean? You are on now? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you gotta understand. I run a store now, and I'm there most of the time.
Oh, so you got to give me a 5-minute update because I haven't talked to you in a long time. So what do you? So the last time I seen you, you were working out of that locker.
Yeah, no.
So you were working out?
No, I have a store.
No more.
I have a storefront, 1,000 square feet.
Brick and mortar. How many square feet?
What's that?
How many square feet?
1,000 square feet.
Okay, so a little bit, so kind of like the size of this basement almost.
Yeah, it's like what happened was I was at 3 storage lockers. Well, actually 4. Okay, they would cost me a little bit over $1,000 a month. The store cost me $1,000 a month, plus electric and all that stuff, cable. So I'm looking at like $1,300 a month. So that's where, I had to make that decision whether to keep the storage locker. My problem is I finish work because I only do this part-time. So I finish work and then I go to the store, and my wife's getting a little ticky about that.
Yeah. Well, understandably. But you don't have, because you don't have a worker.
No, I have a partner, but very, very loosely. Very loosely.
Yeah, my old friend, my old Italian friend used to tell me, partners are for dancing.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what he's like, partners, because I used to tell her, I want to open a store with a partner. He's like, partners are for dancing.
Well, I feel bad because like all the work, all the inventory, if you look at my videos, all the inventory you see in there is mine. It's like 2 pieces are his out of like probably 2,000 items that's sitting in there. He does all my work, tests all my electronics, packs, does all that stuff, and I feel bad because he has to come out of pocket every month for half of everything.
Oh, so you giving him the snow job then?
No,
I figured you'd have him as an employee.
No, I beg him all the time. I said, bring your inventory and I'll help you get started. It's not that hard to get the ball rolling. It's once you get the ball rolling, to keep it rolling. You got to keep going and going and going. If you looked at my business 2 years ago, I started with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I've had a full-time job my whole life, okay? But starting this, I sold some things out of the house, and I've been on eBay since 97 or something stupid like that. And, now I sell on every platform. I'm approved for I'm even approved for stupid Wish. Have you ever tried selling on Wish?
I don't even know. No. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So I'm approved. They actually emailed me asking me to sell on the platform. I never applied for it. But the business from day one to now, like I said, it's easy to get started. It's to have the motivation to stay behind it every single day. I'm on vacation this week. I spent the first 5 days of this week in Orlando. My son just bought a house over there. hanging sheetrock and putting TVs up and painting and spackling, the whole 9 yards. I come home, I had like almost 300 orders to pack. It's insane. It's
All right, look, guys, I gotta run. I'll talk to you later. I gotta pack up my couple of orders. All right, and then I have to get a couple of pictures taken because I gotta get a few listings up. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.
Krillin,
Ciao.
thanks for stopping by.
Okay. You cut me off. Oh, I'm back.
There it is.
So I was going to answer one question. I'm going to go because I don't want to take over your show first of all, son.
No, jump in. People haven't heard from you on here either that are
here for me to jump
glad to
on
hear from you.
to him about the VHS, then answer questions back and forth. It was getting a little annoying. So as far as how I run it, I run Shopify. Shopify, I used to use Codisto. Then I was using Sellbrite. And then I went back to Codisto. And then I spoke to Shopify. I'm like, how come you guys don't offer something like we do? I said, well, does it keep track of my inventory though? And she's like, yes. And it was all free. So every app I use inside of Shopify right now, Shopify app, except for Amazon, they stopped supporting Amazon. So my big concern right now for them is if they're ever going to take on Macari and Poshmark and add those in there. I talk to everybody I talk to, I recommend if you're going to expand into especially Amazon and Walmart, eBay, like Facebook Marketplace is great. You know what's even better? Facebook Shop.
Facebook Shop?
So much through Facebook Shop, it's ridiculous.
Is that the one you gotta, I think, register for or make an account or something like that?
Yeah, you gotta open up your account. You gotta get a commerce account with them. And what's nice about the shop is all your listings from shop forward into marketplace. So I just list on Shopify, and that's automatic. It automatically goes to Facebook and Facebook Marketplace. Now, Walmart, Amazon, and eBay, I have to push to. But all my listings sit on Shopify, and I can spread them out where I want as far as the ones they offer.
Yeah.
So I think I spoke to you about if you were planning on expanding Shopify and then expand.
Yeah. The only thing I've been hearing about Shopify, like anything bad about it, and it's been for like years, was that the whole Nike thing of the vintage Nike stuff. But it's not like I come across those type of items anyways, and you could sell it on another platform.
You're always going to have, the platform's always going to have some kind of to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for me, using Shopify, especially when people don't understand, because not a lot of people sell on Walmart, okay? And I can honestly sit here today and tell you I have right now a little bit over 20 items on Walmart. I am the only seller on, and they sell constantly, okay? Now, people will eventually catch up to me and say, oh, look, he's selling that. I could find that and sell that too. But there's so little competition on Walmart, and there's no restrictions really. The only thing you can't do on Walmart is sell used items and sell their items, which is like Playday and Walmart brand stuff. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. So for Walmart compared to Amazon, it's night and day difference. But eventually, Walmart will start getting a little bit stricter about how to do it. So
with the new stuff you get on Walmart that isn't like conflicting with their own items, are you needing receipts like that? Like Amazon does? Is just new is new, and that's as simple as that.
Yep, there's no gated. You have to get ungated and anything. You can request to sell used. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know much about it, so I don't like to talk about it. I know there's people that sell on there that do, I think it's refurb or renewed, I think it's called, something like that. But you have to have a special permission from them to sell that stuff. And I don't want to mess with that because, it's just like anything else. Returns are a little tricky there. There is no fighting it. If somebody wants to return something, you're taking it back, regardless.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got something to add for this question here?
Well, when he says multi-quantity store type sellers, I'm not exactly sure what that means. If they're talking about being like in all the marketplaces, is that what you think they're talking about, Sonny?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't really mess with anything on Facebook, period, besides every once in a while I step in and see if there's something I might buy, and it's rare though.
I think that maybe they're talking about like they have inventory of like 50 items of the same item. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I sell everything that you see in, like, I don't hide anything. My eBay account is my name. I don't come on YouTube and hide I don't have any special unknown channels or anything like that. It's everything is flipping good. So you go see that. Yeah, and that's what I thought you were talking about. So I sell, my main item I sell is vintage electronics. If you watch my videos, you know I love vintage electronics. I love finding them. I love selling them. I love the remarks I get back from people that bought from me. It's one of my favorite things to find. Now, those sell just as well on Facebook Shop as they do on eBay, and sometimes better, depending. Like right now, let me just grab one real quick.
Yeah. Let it jump into my second draft.
I have over 500 of these types of things. Sonny, you familiar with that? You have any idea what that is?
Other than a light bulb, no.
No idea what that is?
Back scratcher?
That is an old vacuum tube for like old stereo.
Oh yeah, that's what it reminds me of, the old tube TVs.
Stuff like that. Now, I have, like I said, 500 to 600 of them. And they will sell anywhere from like $10 to the highest I've sold so far is $349.
Oh.
Okay. I bought all of these for $250 plus the tester, which is worth like another $150. These sell amazingly on Facebook Shop. I mean, I'm down this little box I have here. I don't want to break them. Hold on. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That little box is all I have left of my listed, because they're a pain in the butt to list. You got to test them. You got to make sure for shorts. You got to do all kinds of crazy stuff. So it takes a good, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to list one. And like I said, I have 500 or 600 sitting out in my garage right now, waiting to be listed.
Good thing about that, though, you just list it once and just change the quantity, right?
No, they're all different.
Oh, they have to be. They're different. Plugs.
It's like, it's a lot of work. And like I said, for Facebook on there, as soon as I list something that's desirable, it will sell faster there than it will on eBay. I know what tubes are going to sell quickly and what are going to be like, I'll hold on to for a while, may never sell. And they've been selling great on Facebook Shop. So
I haven't seen those since when I was a kid. The TVs had those. They had a lot of those plugs in the back.
Yeah.
Similar to that. They weren't the exact same ones, but
yeah, like Rocky Mountain saying, look, everybody's business runs differently.
it's what they know and run with.
What's that?
It's what we know and run with, and then just stay in our
That's
comfort
what
zones.
works for you best, I'll tell you this much: getting a Facebook shop is a pain in the butt. They're slow to respond. It took me probably, I think it was like almost a month to get approved. And, it wasn't even something I was really trying to do. I just applied for it because it was part of Shopify. So I figured what the heck, I might as well do it. Now, Walmart took me 10 days to get approved on there. And I know big Amazon sellers that have been declined by Walmart. So I don't know what holds them back. I will tell you this much: if you try for Walmart, you have to have your own website. So at that point, it only makes sense. And they recommend Shopify, because Walmart, like Amazon, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, they all offer shipping. Walmart doesn't. You sell something on Walmart, you got to figure out a way to ship it. Now, they integrate with Shopify, ShipStation. I'm not sure if anything else. I haven't really looked because once I found my 2 solutions, I was good to go. So you got to be real careful moving on because it costs you more money. You know, it's like Shopify has 2 plans, $29 and $72. Well, actually, they might have a third. I don't even know. I use the $72 one because I ship so much Walmart that it's another, I think it's 20% more discount on shipping. So the discount makes up for the extra $50 I use. Yeah, I'm also running right now. I tried it because you don't pay any fees on Facebook right now until June or July of next year. So I tried running an ad for a little bit. I think I did 7 days at like $15 a day. And man, that works really good. I might actually run it again, but I have to look into it.
Another question. I think you're just talking about that.
Boost is like to promote. So yeah, I always like the app I'm using right now wants me to list to Facebook Marketplace directly. So I figured, what the heck? You can get that going both ways now. You know what I'm saying? If I list directly to Facebook Marketplace, because I don't list at all really right now until I started tonight. But I'm only putting up like my high-end golf clubs, my high-end electronics, stuff like that. And I'm not going to list every stupid thing because I got, 1,200 listings on eBay right now.
I'm looking at the Shopify.
I'm not
right now. So the plans is the basic 29. The second option is it's going to be 79, and then the advanced is going to be $299 a month.
Yeah, it took me like 10 days, I think it was, 2 weeks at the max to hear back from Walmart. And then you got to fill out, and then I'll tell you this much, okay? I was working with somebody else to get approved on Walmart. They got approved, but then didn't list. Then Walmart got up their butt about not listing and said, you better start listing, otherwise it's going to take your account away, you know? So what I did was when I got approved, I put one thing up and I told my son to go in and buy it because I wanted to see the process.
Yeah.
You know? So you want to laugh. He was in an apartment at the time in Orlando and he bought it. I packed it, I shipped it, and it got returned to me because when I did the address, the apartment got erased. So it came back. So I had a 100% return rate on my items to start off, which really put me in a hole. But I called them, explained to them what happened, and they're like, just, you know, don't worry, it'll fix itself. It was only one order. Well, that's what I was looking at. You know, get in early with Walmart. I think, and I don't know the actual numbers. I'm going by what I've heard. It's like what, 3 million sellers on Amazon compared to 35,000 on Walmart, something stupid like that. Hey Tracy, how you doing? I think that's the ratio, somewhere in that. It's probably higher now because Walmart seems to be pushing up to the next level. We'll see. I'll tell you one thing though. I love it because I can go to the store. I did a video early this year when I went during the summer. There was an item that was River Raft 2 or something like that, selling in Walmart. I picked it up for $12.99 each, I think. So I went in. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was doing a video, and I said, I'm going to go in and buy as many as they have, and I'll come out to my car. I'm going to list them through Shopify, and they'll be sold by 10 o'clock tonight. Well, they had 13 of them. I sell them for $39.99, and by like 7 that night, they're all gone. And that's buying from Walmart, putting it back on Walmart.com and selling it. which to me just blows my mind every time I do it. But it's a lot of fun doing it that way. It's
Do
easy.
you happen to know why Walmart wants you to have your own website?
They're going to ask you a few questions. Now, remember, I've been on Walmart over a year now, so I don't remember the actual
Yeah.
application process. They want you to have your own website with return policies, and because remember, here's the thing, okay? Walmart, it's your customer, where Amazon, it's their customer. You follow me? So I sell something on Amazon, Amazon gets involved. I sell something on Walmart, you have to have a phone number for them. I've actually taken phone calls from Walmart customers asking about shipment. They purchased something, they got it, they want to order another one, but I'm out of stock. When am I getting it back in? Stuff like that, you know?
That's cool.
So that's where the separation is. But like on eBay, you could send people thank you cards and go check out my YouTube channel in there. You do that on Amazon or Walmart, you're going to get suspended eventually. No doubt about it. You can't do that stuff. Walmart's very strict about the boxes you use, you know, which I can get away with running to Walmart and grab one of their boxes. But I would never try shipping a Walmart package in an Amazon box, you know. Now I know people drop ship all day long, and this happens every day, but it takes that one customer. You know what I'm saying? Just think about all the times that you get a message on eBay, what do you want to do about this? You know, that type of message, you know you're in trouble there. I always tell people when I see that message, or if I see, please no packing slip, pack carefully. This is a gift. I know it's a
yeah, it's like we have every intention to send it the most crappiest way.
Yeah,
I mean, on eBay.
I look at it this way, you know, a lot of people say they frown when people drop ship them. I love it because realistically, and knock on wood, I don't think I've ever taken a return on any drop shipped item. I don't think. I'm almost positive I've never taken a return on a drop shipped item. And you know when you're getting drop shipped.
Yeah.
If you don't, then
I've gotten placed a few orders on eBay and got drop shipped. But to me, it was still better prices than what I found. So that's the thing with all resellers. We're bargain shoppers. So,
and most of those people are selling off Amazon. That's where you get the big bump, you know, because you get like a VCR. I sold a VCR the other day on Amazon for $129. You can't get $129 for a VCR on eBay. It just doesn't happen. My price difference was almost $50, you know, from Amazon to eBay. You just have to know what to push where.
And on Amazon, are you doing FBA or?
No, I'm all FBM.
FBM.
Yeah, because I don't want to separate my inventory.
Okay.
With Walmart in the game now, a lot of that's cross-listed. And Walmart actually pushes better for me than Amazon does. So I don't want to have inventory tied up with Amazon where I can be selling on Walmart quicker.
So Amazon and Walmart, you just ship it yourself?
Yeah, everything's shipped myself. Plus, I like it that way. I don't like, if you get a box from Amazon, it's like 12 by 12 by 12, and there's a 2-inch item in it. Yeah. That makes me nervous if they're messing with my items. You know, I know they're responsible. It's something that reflects on you. So we'll see. Where does Tracy, when are you guys on again? Saturday? I think I missed all their shows.
See if I could see it.
Are they on Saturday?
I don't know the days. Like, I've been so confused with my days from when I was working to what are actual days. Like, I'm behind. It doesn't have one yet that I see.
Well, Sonny, I'm going to run. I just jumped on and explained to Krillin.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in. Whenever I'm on, just feel free to jump
Oh,
on.
I watch it. I try and watch everybody. I called you, what, 2 days after you started again? When did I talk to you? It was only a few days after you came back. I saw you on a video. I'm like, hey, you're back.
Yeah, like I think it's been 3 months now.
Yeah, something like that. But I talked to you like 2 days after you started, though. I called you and said what was going on. If you need anything, give me a holler. You know how to reach me. It's easy. Move that
Yeah,
thing.
I got your number.
Move that thing.
Yeah, I'm about to do some laundry and then jump back on the computer, do some drafts in a minute.
Clear the name out.
Alrighty. There's Mike. Well, ladies and gents, thank you for coming in. I'm gonna try to do this more often. I think like Wednesdays, Thursdays, and maybe even Fridays. Especially Krillin earlier saying he wanted to do more of it as well. So it's nice to have that support. I'm out of here. Hope you have a good weekend. Garage sales start up tomorrow, so take it easy. Yeah, I'm leaving too. I got to do laundry and quite a bit of stuff here, so that way my wife don't choke me out in the morning when she gets back from her grave shift. But if any of y'all are gonna jump on your live, like I'll be more than happy to listen in while I'm doing my chores. No. I'm going live in a few anyways. Okay. I'll be refreshing to go on yours to listen in. Good night, Ans. All right. I'm out of here, folks. Thank you. I'll be on more often and try to work on a plan, scheduled plan to make this like just better. Adios.